So this is US 30 on the 15-minute time frame, and I'm just going to be going over and breaking down what I call the four-pillar approach. So the four-pillar approach is a very simple sort of framework that I use that just allows me to identify my daily bias. So before the New York or the US session even begins, or if you're in the London session, you want to have a way of having an exact framework which tells you the daily bias. And so this is how I find my daily bias. So what we can see here is we see structural markings of highs and lows and highs and lows. So on Dow Jones, my most recent structural dealing range high is here. And then of course we've had the breakdown here. So for Dow Jones, this is my structural low and this is my structural high. So this is the four-step framework that I use. So the first thing is market structure, right? So market structure is just about identifying the most recent high and the most recent low. And so by identifying this, we have step two. Now, step two is the dealing range. Now, the dealing range is the most recent high to the most recent low. And so if you're a struggling trader with daily bias, I want you to take a few minutes out of your day, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, just to refine your structure. Because truthfully, structure is not difficult, right? I don't think market structure is difficult, right? We have a structural high, structural low, structural high. And so all you want to get used to, in my opinion, as a trader is just marking out these arrows, because these arrows that represent market structure is like a vehicle to the market. And having that vehicle will allow you to derive your daily bias, in my opinion, with a lot more certainty. So you have a structural high, structural low, structural high, and then we had a breakdown here. Okay. Then we had this low take out the previous high. So we had a break up here as well. And then of course, this high took out this previous low. So we have a dealing range now. So for Dow Jones or US 30, my dealing range high is 49.60.692, and then my dealing range low is 48.309. So this is my current dealing range. Now, once you have your dealing range, and this is where the daily bias comes in. So if we just take a look, we've had this huge dump. So kind of Monday and then Tuesday, we had this huge dump coming into this